I feel like the more you can share with your significant other, the better the chances of the most healthiest relationship.
I agree.
And by that, I mean, you don't have to do MMA. I'm speaking for myself. Mm-hmm. But I am a fanatic. Go fuck yourself. I just said it. Fanatic. Mm-hmm. That ain't like
that's fine. We're all fanatics of different things.
I'm a fanatic of the UFC. All I do is train people to fight. I've been doing MMA for over 20 years. I'm MMA everything. I cannot have a conversation. It's hard for me to talk to you this long and I didn't throw a combo yet.
Yeah.
This is what we do. So you don't have to train MMA, but if you can't find it in you to be able to sit down and enjoy some fights with me
right
on a weekend,
right,
at least twice a month, we have an issue. That's a pastime of mine that I love. That's not drinking beer with the fellas on a lake eating shit. This is a pastime that I'm passionate about. I know all these fighters. I want to share that with you. You don't need to know these fighters' names, but can you have an appreciation for this? Or are you going to be?
If she likes you, she'll grow into liking it because she likes you. I think so.
It depends. Everybody's different. They might like you and be like, no, baby, I'll watch it with you. And then they're sitting there on their phone the whole time. And they don't give a fuck about it. So what I'm just saying is you can do the whole smoke and mirrors of I'll adjust for you, I'll accommodate you, but I want that real deal. The closer we are to being similar, the more common ground we share. I'm a beach fanatic. Mm-hmm. I'm an ocean fanatic. Doesn't have to be the beach. We can fish, we can dive, we can spearfish, we can just go to the beach and chill.
You gotta love the water.
I love the water. We need to share that.
I agree. Just like me with dancing.
Like you gotta, like there you go. You're huge on that. That's right. I totally forget that.
You're right. We definitely have to have commonalities and definitely have to have our dynamic opposition or our differences as well.
Right.
You know. So you're right.
And we would adjust. Like, okay, Casey. Here's a great example, and I've always used this. You got a machine in front of you. We're in 21. Let's fast forward to 2030. We're at 2030. There's a fucking machine. Casey hasn't found the one yet. Casey chops. Here we are, blown up. Casey. This machine can now give you the one. It's going to be AI. It's going to be this and that. But because it's a fucking 3D printer, you're going to get the real deal. I want you to input into this massive Elon Musk computer all the fucking details of what you want this chick to be.
Damn.
The little fucking hoodle.
Damn, but this is
you are gonna describe yourself. And you're not going to say, I hope, here comes the option.
I hope I don't have hips and I'm 5'6".
No, I don't mean that, asshole. But it's going to be like, would you like to go to an opera with her? To a ballet with her? You're not going to check none of that. Would you like to go to bachata with her? Would you like to go to some salsa with her? Would you like to go to... You're going to check what describes you. You're not going to want her to have these likings, these passions
You're right.
that you don't share in.
You're right, but then there's certain things that I don't want her to check. There's differences as well. Like
Anxiety. You want her to have anxiety because you got anxiety? No, I get it.
No, but not even that. Just the way you mesh even with a business partner. Like I'm the spur of the moment. I need a girl who keep me calm, more calculated. Like there's different things. It's a team as well. So you have to have the dynamic opposition to balance each other out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love that you do that, and I'm not saying that like I'm poking at you. I really do love that you think like that. That's more of a business reference, and that could happen in business because you have your lanes. You got to stay in your lane.
If I'm the turn up,
your numbers, your marketing, you're dealing directly with people. I'm the one fucking dealing with the customers. That's different. If it's a mesh, you can't separate. When you got, in my opinion, mm-hmm. when you have, my wife it's football season, dog. The minute we hit fucking April and there's spring training, my wife doesn't even fucking, she already knows Sunday, I'm gone and I don't see her until fucking Sunday night because she knows it's with the boys, it's beers, it's wings, it's here comes football, it's fantasy football. Bro,
you want all the good?
That doesn't work. Your weekend, you just took one day of your weekend away from your wife. You guys are Monday through Friday busting your asses. You might have kids. You're drained. You barely get the sex in because you're drained and you got to get up the next morning at 5 and 6. This is typical life. If the weekend is all you got, this is just reality. If that weekend is divided and you're like, oh yeah, she goes to the mall with her friends and I do football with mine, bro, this is not a good formula. You can think you're accommodating yourselves. I'm not going to put pressure. That's not the best formula. That builds up to frustration. That builds up to like, oh, you came home drunk. Oh, well, you weren't here Sunday. Oh, well, I can't take you to the games. I just don't believe in that. I don't. Yeah. I don't. I want to share as much common ground. Do you
want the bad qualities to be common too? For example, if you're both hotheads, y'all both can't go fucking lose your mind when something happens. You need the calm one to balance you out, to keep, like there's certain things like that. Like,
so again, I would be an asshole to say, yeah, I want her to have my negative qualities. By the way, I don't think I have negative qualities.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Wes. Black Sheep Podcast.
Oh my God, that's too funny. But I'm kind of being serious. I check myself more than anybody ever could. Mm-hmm. I check myself. The minute I'm going to take a piss break, I'm like, yo, am I saying all the right things on Casey's, podcast? I want to make sure I don't overtalk.
You're good.
No, I'm just saying, but that's me. That's me. So I'm a different fucking species when it comes to that. So I don't know what negative I have in me when it comes to that shit because I'm going to check myself. But I definitely don't think anybody wants somebody to duplicate their negativity. No, that's a double whammy.
Right.
But you might invite it because it's a turn on. You might invite it because you know that you got to take the good with the bad.
Right.
That all relies on you. I just think that the more common ground you share, the better. And the more that you convince yourself that, oh, that's enough, you're setting yourself up. I just don't agree with it.
Okay, I have a question for you, Wes. So we could talk about the qualities we want in a significant other, right? Okay. Now I'm going to ask you, what are the bad qualities you're willing to put up with in the ideal significant other? Because
that's a great question.
Because we could always think about like the great things that we want in somebody, but everyone has the dark bad side to them. So we're gonna have to put up with some bullshit. So what are the type of things you're willing to put up with? That's the new shit I've been trying to think of.
I guess mine will probably come up. All right. I mean, I gotta just say it on the fly. So I don't like to sugarcoat shit. So right. I guess the fitness aspect. If I was to pull that same girl out of the machine that I presented to you for 2030. She would be at a certain level of fitness that I'm more into than not.
Right.
So whatever that fitness is, I don't got to give all the details.
Right.
No girl ever fucking messaged me after this.
Yeah.
But that is not as important. And she doesn't have to be, if she was hypothetically speaking, 130 pounds, 10% body fat. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Just pretty fucking fit. If that's what I was looking for, ideally, what I'm willing to overlook is, bro, I can go una cubanita.
Yeah.
That's thick, a little pudgy. It is not that big of a deal as long as you're healthy.
Got you.
As long as you do train.
You have the awareness
to say. I know you can't hit the genetics to fucking do that. And I want to share croquetas with you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a healthy eating guy, I want to share croquetas with you. So that's fine. You can be thick bootied and be a little pudgy here and a little stretch mark there. That shit doesn't bug me at all. I can overlook that.
Okay.
That's what comes to mind. But when it's I can't overlook makeup. Like if you're heavy makeup.
I can't overlook that either. See, I have a problem because I try to think of the things I could put up with, like the negative qualities.
Your list is small, isn't it?
Like, I've put up with the bad voice before and like, oh my God, like, damn, like, yo, okay, like, or the dirty bitch who's got
I can't believe you just said that. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Or the chick who's got fucking is messy as shit and got the whole bathroom looking like fucking. No. Yo, I had three girls stay. Check this out.
There you
I had
three calling it out. No, I won't put up with that.
I had 3 girls stay at my crib, right, from San Francisco. I don't know if I might edit this out and make me look like a whore, but anyway.
Why? No, you were just looking out for them. They needed a place to stay.
Exactly. They needed shelter. I had 3 girls from San Francisco, and I was doing a good deed, right?
Okay.
And I let them stay with me. And, bro, my crib is relatively small. It's a 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Bro, these girls, in 5 minutes of them being here, opening up their suitcases, and my shit turned into fucking a tornado. Like, each chick took up, like, 20 by 20 square footage of just bullshit.
And they had no consideration.
Times 3 chicks, that's 60 by 60 of just bullshit everywhere in my crib. This harlot brought her own mirror. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she brought up a whole makeup kit. Like, this shit was like, my crib was messy, bro. Like, women can get messy quick. Yeah. Like, they got more shit than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I can't do the messy shit.
That's a crazy reverse question. I literally have never been asked that. Now I'm over here thinking, okay, well, what bullshit could I put up with?
Like, if you got a little crooked teeth, I could put up with that.
Oh, yeah, good call. Okay, good call. Keep going. I'm with that.
I'm trying to think, like, I'll put up with the crooked teeth, if it's like in the back a little bit more, like whatever.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't care if I want, let's just say, a 8 in the face. I can take a 6, a 6.5 in the face if we're going to speak hypothetically. Yeah. As long as the other attributes are there, and the other attributes is, hey, how do you feel about the beach? Hey, how do you feel about, working out? How do you feel about eating healthy? If all that's there and you're funny and you talk shit and you might like to smoke a little weed, fuck, that 6 just turned to an 8. I'm not worried about that face like that because If I'm looking for the long run,
it's going to change anyway.
Exactly, homie. If I'm looking for the long run, this is why I'm saying that list. This is why I'm saying that 20-30 machine. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for the long run. You're my dog. It ain't gonna be about the looks. I don't want the fake ass or the fake. I want to be like, who can I vibe with? You down to go fishing? All right, here's an example. I'm putting myself on blast right now. I'm gonna put myself on blast for your fans. I think you kind of did it for me on my podcast. You put yourself on blast. You opened up. You were very loving and oh man, you about to give me that?
Yo, prende la vaina, bro.
Oh, I thought I don't know. No, I was can you that over there if you don't mind? When I was working the club scene, this is huge. Okay, this is literally going to what you're saying. And again, I know I'm exposing myself and I'm not going to give numbers out or anything like that. But when I worked the club scene, and this is you, and this might not work in your favor because it might make you look bad in a good way. When I worked the club scene, just to cut right down to it, I got so much fucking pussy, I thought I was a porn star. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. Just to cut right down to it. Like dead ass, that's it. There's no other way going around it. I worked at Banana Joe's, Margarita Mama's. It was, back then, here I am, head of security. I got a great position. And then I become assistant GM later on. I just had all the power, had some pretty good looks. I was the only security with glasses on. For some reason, that just attracted all the women. And they weren't women. They were young girls. So I got pussy thrown at me left and right. I mean, it was just fucking shooting fish in a barrel. Straight up. That's what it was. So fast forward. And again, it's the first time I exposed myself like this, minus being with a couple of friends. And I never brag. I don't say none of that shit. That's not my style. I'm just saying the facts. I got so much pussy that now I don't fucking think about pussy like that at all. And the reason I bring this up is because it depends on what you've been through in life. It goes right back to, we mentioned it several times earlier on. What influenced your life? Well, I got enough pussy.
But you don't think about pussy because you naturally get pussy.
No, what I'm saying is I got enough pussy, so much sexual experience that the sexual act, as much as I yearn it like any other man, whether horny now or when I have a partner, she better be I hope she's as sexually active as me. Like I can't.
Her drive matches your drive.
Yeah, there you go. One of the reasons that I don't date much women in my age bracket is because their drive is down. Yeah, and I don't got nothing wrong with you being a mother or you having a kid, but that takes away from your drive. You just don't have it in you. And I'm way more energetic. My sex drive is higher.
I think having a woman having a job and being in the workplace takes her drive down more so than staying at home and being stress free and raising a family. I think she'll be turned on. You bringing home the bacon.
Feels like that.
I know how women think, bro. If you taking care of the house and you bring home the bacon, bro, and you're there with her offspring.